This is a Drake R7A receiver made around the early 1980s. This is the R7A model, the last of the series, and it was considered one of the best receivers made at the time, and certainly the best receiver Drake ever made. It is all solid state. It covers from 0 to 30 megahertz. It has 5 uh, bands or bandwidth positions, 5 crystal filters. Uh, the filters were installed by the Guilford Radio in New Jersey, I believe it was, and the radio was sold by them. These are custom filters, the widest being 6 kc, and then 4, 3, 2.3, and 1.8. It's primarily set up to be a shortwave receiver, but it also does great on the ham bands. It receives modes RTTY, lower and upper sideband, and CW. And the center knob here is your RIT, and the outer knob is your passband tuning. So you can tune on either side of a carrier. We have a notch, we have RF gain and AF gain. This is your very complex antenna selector and converter selector. And there's all kinds of optional things you can do with it. These buttons up here, up, down, these are for jumping in 500 kc steps for each band, within a band. We got mute, preamp, AM or sideband, speaker switch fixed, which has to do with memory. Your notch off and on, calibrate, it's got a built-in crystal calibrator, a noise blanker. These are your AGC fast and slow and off switches, and it'll also act as a frequency counter with an input on the back using this switch, and this is your RIT off and on. It's also programmable with different memory banks that you can do. So right now we're at 223 kcs. We're down in the VLF band, and we can tune around here a little bit, see what we can hear. These are mostly non-directional beacons that you'll hear down here. That's pretty crowded. One of the things I noticed about this, there's no interference from broadcast stations down here. There's not all the birdies, and it's got very, very good filtering in the front end. It's got a built-in speaker over here on this side, so it's probably not picking it up too well. Now the notch filter, you can turn that on and sweep across here, and if you can see the S meter, You can notch him down quite a bit. I'll demonstrate that better in a minute. We can go up here on the just the AM broadcast band.
I think you have to realize that
Picture scored $6.7 million in ticket sales in its debut weekend, beating out TV's Raya and the Last Dragon. The movie starring Bob Odenkirk.
the Fab Five? I mean, Mike Woodson might have been on that last undefeated team in freaking Indiana.
So Jim Boeheim could be almost 80. Jim Calhoun, I think,
Son, you'd have to be quiet.
it's sick. That's why it's so important to keep your nose clean, just like washing your hands. Nasal irrigation gets rid of germs by
The following Westerners who have taken a spiritual pilgrimage to India.
All right, let's go up. Still in the AM broadcast band.
hard to use and frankly kind of gross. Now there's a better way to keep your nose clean and help your body protect itself.
And Evan, Isaiah with 13 tonight.
Let's see here. Let's go up into the ham band. And for this, we'll turn on sideband and CW. We can change the selectivity, more narrow. Adjust the passband to our liking. As you can see, we can completely reject him on this side.
Wiring, house wiring? Yes, but the difference is that our computers are directly hooked to our radios. You know, I mean, on the AC side, you still got some pretty good darn protection because of what you have, you know, from the service provider and everything else. Not to say it doesn't happen, it certainly does. But as far as the ham radio world, our extension to the outside, you know, the cable stuff is not. They don't have the same requirements for grounding. I mean, what do? They take one down to the main service and they hook it to basically like a single ground rod, and all they created there was jump down to this band.
Okay, Anton, back to you from WC1X/VE2.
So when you say portable, what do you mean exactly? You're running remote?
I don't know what those lengths are. I've got it, and I'm going to have to trim it down, because right now they're too long.
AM signal. Turn on the AM detector.
I was into mating it up with a piece of gear from the same time frame. I made it up with
So to go to 40, we go up to 7 here on the band switch. Now here's the way this up and down thing works. If I go down, I go up. I was already down, so if I go up 500 kc jump to 7.8, 8.3, 8.8, so forth. So let's go back down to the ham band. That's as far as I can go. So we're getting short wave here in the ham band.
Did you know that?
I'm going to switch to sideband mode.
Good to hear you, Ray, and we'll look for you again. And it's good that maybe the old 40 meters is kicking back up a little bit. KE7KE, kilowatt whiskey 5 kilo Oscar 73, brother.
73 to you, David. KE7KE.
The 45 and the 800. Okay, I still have the 45, the 85 and 9, and the high power, the 59 plus. So, all the best, love. Have a good night. Hotel Alpha 8, read you, Mike.
Digital modes. All right, now it's kind of late at night, so there probably won't be anything on 20. But I can demonstrate the calibrator. There's 25K. There you go. So in the CW mode, you would use the calibrator on 0, and you're at 0 beat. But we'll offset it here just so you can hear the tone. Turn on the notch. And adjust it to show you how well. It's really a powerful notch filter. Just about totally takes out that strong signal. And of course, with the passband tuning, when you turn the notch off, if you tune it to the other side of 0 beat, it's gone. It's awesome the way it works. Okay. So there is pretty much everything, I believe, on operation of the Drake R7A solid state receiver. Thank you for watching.